This retiree is looking for a mid-afternoon romp with a 15-year-old girl.
If I wasn't going to do nothing,
And his excuse falls flat.
you cannot have an erection.
And it turns out I'm not the only one he's afraid of.
I'm fought.
No, you're
I'm
gonna
going to leave me.
Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe this video, and go over there to YT and let's get it. I'm gonna skip through this, but yeah, that's Chris Hansen, and he's the one why we can even do this video right now. Try to get some more exposure to these freaking creeps that's out here being predators and stuff. If you guys like this type of content, make sure you guys follow.
Be the voice for the voiceless and protect those who cannot protect themselves. That's the motto of the Genesee County Human Oppression Strike Team, or GHOST. Led by Sheriff Chris Swanson, GHOST is one of the most successful agencies in the country at apprehending potential child predators. My team and I are embedded in the latest investigation. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the chatters are already getting action. One potential predator calls to talk to a decoy before heading over.
A little bit younger. How old are you?
That man did the smart thing, but making the worst decision of the day is 68-year-old Clifford. I get the details of the chat from Lieutenant Andy Snyder.
Lieutenant, we think we have a 68-year-old guy coming for a 15-year-old girl.
Right, for our record search, it states that he's 68 years old.
68 years old. And how far is he traveling?
He said 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
So that could be either Shiawassee County.
68 is fucking diabolical. Are you serious? You traveling for a freaking 15-year-old? How disgusting do you have to be? Man, there is creeps out here, man. Be aware, man. Protect your children. Protect your kids, man. But, yeah, man, I can't even believe a 68-year-old would even be on a Snapchat or whatever trying to hook up with a teen. Insane to me. But all you guys who just joined, I appreciate you guys liking, sharing, subscribing, and also if you could hit those hearts for me, in the chat, and I'll continue on the video. Let's get it.
But someplace nearby.
Right.
And does he stick out in any way to you, or another guy who's trying to meet a child for sex?
Just another guy that's trying to meet a child for sex.
And the first guy likely in the door here during this sting operation.
Hopefully we can get him and arrest him and get another guy out the streets.
And it appears clear from the chat that he knows the girl he's coming to see is underage.
Yes, it was indicated that she was 15 in the chat. And then we also stated that I'm younger, don't want any drama, I want to be low key.
And he's
comfortable with that.
comfortable with that.
He asked for the address and he stated he'd be here in 15 minutes.
We shall see.
We shall see.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow.
Clifford arrives, Fago pop in hand, and heads for the back door. The decoy meets him. We blurred her face to protect her identity.
Hi, how are you? Good. Did you bring me a... Oh, nice, thank you.
Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub.
Have you come
Thank you guys for the hearts. Keep hearting.
How was the drive?
Just worried about all the bus going in.
After a brief exchange, he changes his mind and heads back the way he came.
But I'll be right back. I have to run to the bathroom, okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
But what he wasn't planning on was finding me.
Hey, how you doing? I'm going to need you to have a seat right over there. No.
I ain't going to do anything.
Well, yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not with her. I'm not.
Okay, well, I still need you to have a seat right over there.
I ain't going to do anything.
No, you need to have a seat right over there.
I'm in trouble.
You need to take your hands out of your pocket.
That's my fault.
Okay, just
I'm in trouble.
He said, no, I'm in trouble. You think? You literally said you was about to go follow. You about to go hook up with this 15-year-old child, and you're 68. Of course you're in trouble, dummy. Are you
He
serious?
tries to get past me. The ghost detectives quickly put a stop to that.
I
come on.
wasn't going to do anything.
What do you mean you're not
I
going
wasn't going to do anything. I brought her pop. I'm
brought her
leave.
pop?
Saying he wasn't going to do anything is not going to get him out of this jam.
And have a seat. Just have a seat. Buddy.
Come on, man. I'm gonna end up getting divorced. No,
Okay. Hey, what's your
I wasn't
name?
gonna do nothing.
What's your name?
I wasn't gonna.
Yeah, why was he even talking to another chick anyway if he married, man? It's insane, man. 68 years old, man. You still fucking around like that? Like, insane to me.
What's your name?
Cliff.
It's gonna be all right. You're gonna have a seat right here. I'm gonna talk to you.
I'm fucked.
No, you're
My
gonna
wife's
calm
gonna
down.
leave me.
She
I
gonna
wasn't
leave.
gonna do nothing.
Listen, Cliff. I'm not telling your wife. You don't tell your
I
wife.
wasn't gonna do nothing.
Okay.
I knew this was a setup.
Okay.
That's my
You
fault.
got anything in here that's gonna
No,
hurt
I
me?
got
Caught me.
I'm actually I'm licensed to carry. I don't have anything on.
I can't even believe the cop said, you don't tell your wife, I'm not going to tell your wife. Yeah, right, buddy. You just trying to get this dude to talk.
Okay. Is it in your truck?
No, I quit carrying it. I don't have nothing, guys.
All right. Hey. Cliff, just do me a favor.
I'm fucked.
Don't get all nervous and pull around.
I'm screwed.
No, you're not.
I
The only way
wasn't,
you're screwed is if you say something to somebody. We're just gonna talk to you.
I wasn't gonna do nothing. I told her it was a setup. I said, I'll bring you pop, is what I said.
All right.
But I have no intent of doing anything.
All right.
Besides, I can't do anything anyway.
That's fine. Perfect. Have a seat right
I
there.
can't.
We finally get Clifford to take a seat.
Have a seat. Have a seat.
The question is, why did he say he can't do anything anyway? That's really the big question. He said, I can't do anything anyway. Just, yeah. I just came to give her a pop. Of course you're going to say that. But if you can't do anything, why would you come through and bring the pop knowing you can't do nothing anyway? Like, it just, I don't know, it's kind of counterintuitive. But that's just me. I don't know.
Just move it. Make sure we got the in the pockets. Just have a seat right there.
I can't do anything.
Hey, Cliff.
I can't have sex.
So what was your plan here today?
I just want to talk.
You wanted to talk.
I can't do sex.
But why would you come over here to meet a...
When I know
Teenage girl.
I was getting set up, I knew it was a setup.
Well, how did you know it was a
Because
setup?
I knew when she said she was 15, I go, this is a setup. I just thought I'll bring you a pop, and that's it. I can't have sex. I can't. I can't
Right.
even. I haven't had sex with my wife in years.
But in the chat, you talk about giving and getting.
I know, but I don't want to do. I can't even get hard.
Okay, but you...
I know. It's
Would
just
you-
to say that there's something to come here. I'm just kind of. I don't know.
What do you do for a living, Cliff?
I retired.
You're retired. What did you do before you
I
retired?
worked in a shop.
In a shop. Auto related?
No,
What kind of shop was it?
it was made commutators.
Commutators. And what is that exactly?
That's like electric light switch.
Okay. And where do you live now?
I live in Chesaning.
Chestnut, which is not too far from
No,
here. And you're married?
I'm married.
How long have you been married?
46 years.
46 years. And do you have kids?
Yes.
How many kids?
Oh my God. 46 years he's been married and he just tossed it all down the drain. Can you guys believe that? I'm not going to feel bad for him. He set himself up, man. He already knew if he knew in his head or had any type of inkling that this was a setup, you should have just walked the hell away. I'm just saying.
And how old are they?
40 and 35.
40 and 35.
My wife works at the Supreme Court, I thought.
She works for the Michigan State
Yeah,
Supreme Court? What does she do for the Supreme Court?
So the judicial, I don't know. I don't remember now what she does, but she works for the Judicial Information System. I think it is, JIS.
And what were you...
So he don't even know what his wife's job is. So basically, you're a jerk. You don't even care about your wife. You don't care about your kids. You're just selfish at this point, brother. You just so freaking selfish, and it doesn't even make any sense at all. To get yourself in this situation. Thank you guys for the hearts. Thank you for the likes. Thank you guys for the follows. I appreciate the new ones who came in. But what we got here, in case you guys didn't know, we got pretty much a catch of predators that are pretty much on here, and they're getting caught in the act. And unfortunately, this guy is 68 years old, and he pretty much was trying to get his thing on with a little 15-year-old or something. Kind of weird, like a real weirdo. So I'm just pretty much bringing exposure, just like Chris Hansen's bringing exposure to the creeps that are out there trying to pred on our children. That's not cool. That's not okay. And we're against it. And that's pretty much all this video is about. So let's continue on.
What are you doing online today talking to somebody about sex, Cliff?
I don't know. Just a brain fart, stupid idea.
And
I don't do this. I don't
do this.
No, I just seen it and I thought, well, it started out at 19. She was 19. So I thought, you know what? I can't have sex. I can go over, we can talk, and maybe, I don't know.
Do you know how many times I've heard that excuse?
No, seriously.
Do you know how many times I've heard the excuse?
I know you've heard it a lot. I know.
Dozens and dozens
But I'm
and
not
dozens
lying to
and
you.
dozens and
I'm
dozens of
not lying.
times.
I can't.
But why even get online and open yourself up to this kind of trouble, Cliff? Explain that to me.
I don't know why. Stupid, I guess.
Stupid.
Well, I don't know why I would do that. I don't know. I'm sitting there.
Well, you got to tell me. There's a reason why you did it. You got online. You had the
I
chat. You
just
talked
wanted
about
to
oral
talk. I
sex,
just wanted
giving
to
and getting
talk.
oral sex.
Well, I know, but I wouldn't even do that because I can't even get hard.
But you could give oral sex.
I
You
know,
talk
but I
about
ain't gonna
that.
do that because I'm afraid to catch something.
You talk about whether or not she's clean.
Well, she said, "Are you clean?" Goes, "I'm clean." I never said, "Are you clean?" She said, "Are you clean?" And I goes, "I'm clean."
Everything you say in this chat indicates to me that you were here to have sex with a
I
15.
can't.
So check this out. So dude basically said, I wouldn't have did anything and I wouldn't have gave oral sex because I'm afraid of getting something. But your ass wasn't afraid to come through and try to talk to this daggone 15-year-old girl knowing that you could damn well carry your ass to jail. Matter of fact, not just jail. You get prison time for this, okay? The laws have definitely changed from back in the day. This is like serious time. Like you get it like 20, 40 years or something for this child predator shit. Like look into it, guys. I'm telling you, it's bad, it's jacked up, and it's insane that this 68-year-old is doing this. All because what? He wants to talk to somebody? There's not chat rooms for that right now. I mean, come on, man. You got to give us something better than, oh, yeah, well, you just was lonely and you wanted to talk. Man, go to Twitter, go to IG, go anywhere. You already on an app site right now talking to somebody. So at the end of the day, you can go anywhere and talk to somebody. You're of age. Stop making excuses. Be a grown man.
Ain't got sex.
Okay, but why get involved in it?
I don't know.
Help me to understand, Cliff.
I don't know.
I don't know isn't
I
a
was
good
sitting
answer.
home working on my deck, and I just seen that, and I thought,
You see, you had to go to a place to see it, though.
right.
So what are you doing there?
Just looking. I mean, I can look. Doesn't cost me nothing to look.
Looking is looking. Showing up to have sex with a 15-year-old
but I
girl is
wasn't-
showing up
but
to
I-
have sex with a 15-year-old girl, and it's a felony, Cliff.
I know it's a felony, but I can't have sex. And honest to God, I can.
But you could engage in sexual activity,
I
and
don't
that's
wanna-
what you discussed in the chat.
I know I did.
I have the chat.
I know you do. I came over. I figured, well, when I got here, I said it's a setup. I told her that on the phone. It's a setup.
Telling her it's a setup and showing up to have sex with a teenage girl.
Actually, I brought her. I was going to bring her to pop, and I was going
Right.
to tell her that's it.
She asked for Fago, and you brought Fago.
I was going to say that's it.
It shows intent. That's not
I don't
the way this
it's
thing
not
was
a
set
10. I'll keep it myself and drink it then. I mean,
You had a sexually charged conversation with somebody who told you they were 15, and then you showed up.
And that's wrong.
It
That's
is wrong. It's
100%.
illegal.
I know it's illegal.
What do you think would have happened, Cliff, if we weren't here and a
I wouldn't have
15-year-old
had sex.
girl was here?
Honest to God.
So you're just going to sit here and chat.
I would have
You're
said,
gonna drink your Fago pop and
I like to talk. I do.
You like to talk.
That's what I do.
talk.
I'm a people person.
You're a people person.
I am. I talk.
I hope he's not going to be like he's a pastor or some craziness like that, because that's going to be insane and just a disgrace to the ministry for sure.
I got friends that are women that's available. I don't even, I don't know what happened today. I was just working out in the yard and I threw my life away.
What are you going to tell your wife?
If I tell her, she'd go on.
What about your kids?
I'm disowned. I'm disowned.
What does that say about your decisions today?
Bad decision. Really bad decision.
There are 100 places you could be today, Cliff, and you chose to show up here.
I could be home working on my deck. That's what I should be.
So what should happen to you, Cliff?
I don't know. What's going to happen to me?
What should happen to you?
You should kick my ass. That's what you should do. I'm old enough to know better.
How old are you,
I'm
Cliff?
69.
69.
I will be 69, not yet, a couple days.
A couple days. So your birthday's coming up. Yeah. Do you have any birthday plans?
Happy fucking birthday, because you going to be your ass in a slammer. Terrible.
It's hard for me to believe, Cliff, that this is
trust
your
me.
first time.
No, it's actually my first. I don't do this.
But why today? It doesn't make sense to me. Help me
Because
to make sense.
apparently I wanted to get caught.
Apparently, you're the guy who made the decision.
I'm not smart enough to do this. You know, if I was a smart guy, I'd probably find some hooker or something. You know, I don't know what
There was talk of you giving the girl money,
I ain't gonna give him money.
but that's what
But I know.
Chad said.
I know. I don't have money to give. I'm retired.
Give and receive oral.
Yeah.
So I mean, what does he want? He wants a pity party or something? I mean, seriously, like you say, oh, you know, I don't have money. I'm retired. Well, you got money enough to come through and go see this 15-year-old girl. Let's just be real. Stop playing.
Eating kiss.
Well, she want to know what he's going to do.
I'm younger. If you got a problem with that, don't come. I'm 15. I love hard cock and hot cum.
Well, you ain't getting hard cock from me. Tell you that.
But you showed up.
The fact that the decoy said that is diabolical. I can't believe the decoy said that. I mean, that's really a lot. That's a lot right there going on.
So you guys can catch me, I guess. I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I know.
You got to have something to tell me here, Cliff. In
I made
terms
a
of,
mistake and I'm sorry. I can't have sex.
then why are you here?
I don't know.
Don't you have some buddies to go hang out with?
I do.
Play golf?
I do.
Go to the pub?
I do.
Then why aren't you doing that?
I don't know. 'Cause I made a bad decision.
What made you?
46 years of
Choose
marriage, I've
this.
never made a decision like this, and I made this decision today. I've never been out with anybody since I've been married. I've clean life.
It doesn't make
You
sense.
can look
to
at
me.
my record, there's 0 on it.
So he just basically just do that whole scenario away of just, you know, being a loyal husband and all through it all. I mean, God bless him. I hope he definitely, you know, learned his lesson and doesn't do this again. But as old as he is, he probably ain't gonna get a chance to do this again. Let's just be honest.
I've never. No, I screwed it up.
And here you are, just before 3 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon, after a sexually charged conversation with someone who told you.
But I didn't have sex.
Yo, Chris Hansen is insane for that term there. You were having a sexually charged conversation with a 15-year-old. A sexually, like I said, a guy, man, he gets me with that every time.
I know. I shouldn't have said that because I can't do it.
What am I to make of this?
I don't know. But I can't do sex. I shouldn't have said that. I'm wrong.
She told you.
I don't want to have oral because
I'm younger.
I know.
If you got a problem with that, don't come.
Yeah,
That was your out right there.
I know. I should have.
And you didn't take the out,
I
did
gotta
you?
Take the L.
You got in your car, you drove over here, you got nervous, drove around some more, and in spite of being nervous, did you see the police officer?
In their car.
Did you see the police officer? And what did it look like, that car?
Listen,